Spencer Matthews is reportedly in the early stages of making a documentary about his late brother Michael's last days before he died descending Mount Everest. The Clean co-founder, 33, is said to be hugely passionate about embarking on the journey, which will retrace the step of his sibling, who tragically died aged 22. Spencer is said to have the backing of his parents and his brother James, 34, to create the emotional project, which will see Spencer visit his final resting place. According to The Sun, Spencer is intent on bringing his brother's body home, and a source said, Spencer's documentary about Michael and his final days is at the very early stages and Disney Plus have shown an interest. Though the Matthews family were never able to recover Michael's body, there is a guide who believes they know his final resting place. It is a hugely emotional project and will be a very upsetting journey for many reasons, but Spencer is hugely passionate about embarking on it if he can make it work. Experienced mountaineer Michael, who had previously conquered Kilimanjaro, died in 1999 on a quest that saw him become youngest Brit to conquer Everest. Although Michael reached the summit of the world's highest mountain, he became separated from his group during the route down the mountain. Michael's body has never been recovered and the Matthews finally have never been able to fully understand what happened to him. Spencer and his family have since raised hundreds of thousands of pounds for the Michael Matthews Foundation, created in Michael's memory to support education projects in Africa and Asia. Spencer most recently entered the Ice Ultra, which is a 230-kilometer self-sufficient foot race, carrying all food and equipment, through the mountains of Arctic Sweden. The media personality was forced to pull out of the race due to contracting COVID, however he was in 10th position at the time of withdrawal. In October he completed the grueling 6-day marathon des Sables in Morocco. The ex-Made in Chelsea star ran the ultramarathon across the Sahara Desert in memory of his late brother. The entrepreneur ran the 251-kilometers race alongside his business partner David Folkman. The ultrafit pair were raising money for the Michael Matthews Foundation. Spencer described his brother as an incredible force of nature as he took to Instagram at the time to tell his followers about his upcoming adventure. He wrote, "Next week, together with @CleanCo MD David Folkman, I will compete in the @Marathon des Sables, a grueling 251 kilometers self-sustained ultramarathon across the Sahara Desert. In what's dubbed as the toughest foot race on Earth, we are raising funds for Michael Matthews Foundation, the charity founded in memory of my late brother who died whilst descending Mount Everest in 1999. At the time, he was the youngest Brit to have reached the summit at just 22 years old. My brother was an incredible force of nature and I now feel like I'm in the best place to do this challenge justice, whilst supporting an incredible charity that builds schools and provides safe accommodation for girls in remote parts of Africa and Asia. Please visit the GoFundMe link in my bio, if you are able to support." Michael was an accomplished climber who had scaled the Pyrenees, the Swiss Alps and Kilimanjaro before he went on to attempt his fateful Everest trek, which cost around £22,000, using a climbing company. After leading the group, the rest of the climbing pack claimed he began to struggle near the end and on their descent, a storm with 100 mph winds hit leading to Michael's separation from the group. David Matthews, the millionaire patriarch of the family, has always vowed the negligence of the mountain guides was to blame for his death. He brought a private case against 3 men working for the firm amid claims the safety briefings were inadequate, his oxygen supply was faulty and the guides failed to keep Michael in their sights during the climb. The case was dismissed as the judge insisted there was no evidence of negligence. In Spencer's 2013 book Confessions of a Chelsea Boy, the autobiography, he discussed the devastating loss of his sibling. Speaking about the family, including his other brother James, he said, "His loss was devastating for the family and over time this became worse because the circumstances surrounding Michael's death have never been fully explained." James took the news badly. With just a year and a half between them, he and Mike were the closest of friends. The loss was heartbreaking for James. Of the unanswered questions surrounding the death, Spencer went on, "We have not been able to say goodbye in person. We have nowhere to go to sit with him. He lives on with us in our minds only." On Mike's birthday James and I sent Mum and Dad red roses for the age he would have been. "I guess our family's way of dealing with losing Mike is to believe that he goes on with us."